Good morning, brothers and sisters, and happy Sunday to you. I hope you had a pleasant weekend. The theme we are going to develop this morning is entitled The Importance of Spirituality. The importance of spirituality. Importance refers to an order of magnitude, a quantity or an intensity. Importance is the fact that something has interest, it counts, or plays a more or less decisive role in the eyes of someone. Spirituality is the quantity of what is spirit, of what emerges from all materiality. Let us emphasize this morning that nothing great can be accomplished without the contribution of the spiritual. In order to be able to fulfill one's destiny, it is essential to grow spiritually. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to emerge. It will be impossible for us to defeat our powerful enemies. And in the spiritual world, there is no place for the weak, the beginners. The spiritual man or the spiritual woman has a head start on the physical because the spiritual dominates over the physical. Reason why the night always precedes the day. To simplify, the contribution of the spirituality and spiritual awakening is to die slowly. It is to prevent the divine from moving within us, because the spiritual allows us to be one step ahead of adversaries and our competitors. The spiritual allows us to anticipate events and situations to come. The spiritual man or woman has regenerated his thought through the intermediary of the Holy Spirit. His thought is an inner voice, a silent word that is heard in the unseen world. The latter is born of the Spirit. He speaks by the Spirit and lives in the Spirit. The vector of our spirituality as children of God is the Holy Spirit. The latter role is to teach us, to direct us, and to orient us step by step in order to allow us to walk in a worthy way, to be pleasing to God. He is there to help us to bear fruit in every good work. It takes the power of action of the Holy Spirit to be a spiritual man or woman, because the Holy Spirit always instructs us in the knowledge of the will of God. His presence produces in us a true spirituality. His presence fills us of knowledge, wisdom, and spiritual intelligence. Moreover, John 6, verse 63 declares, "The flesh is of no use. It is the spirit that vivifies." Spirituality always envelops us with a new identity, a new nature. In this case, the nature of God. True spirituality is the result of the metanoia, of the new birth, the result of the breaking of our capacities, of our faculties. The spiritual man or the spiritual woman no longer feeds on simple milk of speech, reserved for the spiritual baby. The latter no longer feeds on the rudiments. The latter feeds exclusively on the solid food of the Word of God, reserved for adults in faith, reserved for those who by their experiences have trained their conscience to make the difference between the good and evil. True spirituality is always the emanation of certain dominant desires, such as sanctification. True spirituality desires allows us to keep our whole body alert, to control ourselves, and to positively impact those around us. No one can truly become spiritual without the operation of the Holy Spirit. The latter is like the wind that blows where it wants, and no one can know where it comes from and where it's going. The spiritual man is calm and measured. He is the emanation of gentleness and temperance. The latter lives in simplicity. He or she has a high degree of sanctification. He firmly believes in the promises of God. He knows God will fill him with joy, no matter how long it takes. The spiritual man knows how to arm himself with courage and patience. He knows how to carry his cross. He knows how to endure the trials that stand before him. He knows how to lay down his souls and burdens with God without ever doubting the omnipotence of God in his life. The latter permanently glorifies God, whatever the situation, favorable circumstances or not. Brothers and sisters, the importance of spirituality is no longer to demonstrate or any followers of Yeshua Mashiach, because our powerful Savior, while he was on earth, focused exclusively on spirituality. In John 4, verse 23 to 24, the Lord affirms, "But the hour is coming, and it has already come, when the true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for these are the worshippers whom the Father asks for." Through this verse, our Savior emphasizes in bringing the Holy Spirit into the way we worship God. The Spirit therefore appears here as a real catalyst that allows us to be truly linked to God. We cannot therefore speak of spirituality without associating the Holy Spirit. It is impossible. The Holy Spirit is at the center of spirituality, because the latter teaches us, he shows us the way, he directs us, he helps us to be submissive to the will of God, to be in the shoes as true disciples of God. We must rely therefore on the Holy Spirit, because the latter makes it easy to feel the presence of God, to be in permanent connection with the Almighty. The Holy Spirit always envelops us in a shield that constantly invigorates us, which nourishes us with knowledge, which guides us to allow us to walk according to the will of the divine commandment, the one where we are born through the intermediary of the Holy Spirit, working constantly of sanctification and acquiring wisdom on a daily basis. in order to avoid falling back into the same faults of the flesh. The spiritual man no longer lives by the flesh, but by the Spirit. Romans 6, verse 6 to 8 declares, "And the affection of the flesh is death, while the affection of the Spirit is life and peace. For the affection of the flesh is enmity against God, because it does not submit to the law of God, and that it cannot even do so. But those who live according to the flesh cannot please God. The flesh is therefore not empowered by the spiritual domain, because all those who are led by the Spirit of God are God's sons." Brothers and sisters, let us finally remember that the importance of spirituality is a natural part of the life of every child of God, because as a child of God, we live in divine spirituality that is inspired and directed by the Holy Spirit, and not by the norms, rules, and cults of men. Therefore, the flesh. What is flesh, and what is spirit. We should always remain in spirit, because this is the Holy Spirit which will reveal all things to us. Good Sunday and good start to the week. It is this theme we had to develop this morning. Thanks.